Okay, in this video, we'll take a look at your options for a Google Calendar event. So we'll start here by going into Google Calendar, and we'll click here the Create button, top left corner. We're going to select Event. Now, what I like you to have everyone do here is click More Options. That way you can go full screen and see all the options you have available. Okay, we'll start here by giving your event a title. So we'll say this. And then you have options here. By default, you have your start time and your end time, or you can do it all day, which means it's just going to cover all day. So this could be, you can say from that day to that day, it'll show up on your calendar. It will say day one, day two on each day of the calendar, or you can do just a specific time where this will take place. And right below here is the repeat. You click here, and you can have it do it daily. It'll suggest weekly on whatever day that it's been put. So April 21st is a Tuesday, or monthly on the third Tuesday, annually on that date, every weekday at that time, or you can do custom. So maybe you want to do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You can set it where it never ends. You can put it on a specific due date where it stops. So let's say, for example, we want this to stop on June 11th, or you after a certain amount of instances. All completely, totally up to you. Click done when you're ready. And scroll down a little bit more. So right event details we have here, add Google Meet. So Google Meet is Google's version of Zoom. So you click there. It's going to add a link that anybody who is invited to this calendar event can then join via Google Meet video call. You can also, and this is a premium option here, is Gemini. So whoever joins Google Meet, Gemini will take notes for the meeting and then email you a summary of what was said to each person who was invited. Again, this is a premium one, so that with a premium account, you get to click here to turn that on. For location, you can set location using Google Maps. Just type in the place, or if you know the address, type in the address. It'll put that as well on there. Notifications are important to remember. By default, it'll set a notification that you can get. If you have the app on your phone, it'll remind you 10 minutes before. You can set as many notifications at whatever interval you like. So maybe I want another one that is 2 days in advance. Maybe another one that is 2 hours in advance. You can set notification reminders however many you like. Now right here is your calendar. So you can choose which calendar this will go on. By default, it's the one with your name, or you can choose other calendars that you have edited access to, and you can add that to that calendar. You can color code what this color it will show up on the calendar view. You can say that you're busy or free. So busy means it's that when people view your calendar, they'll know you're busy and they can't schedule you during that time. Free means that it's on your calendar, but you're free to join something else if you choose. So you can choose that. Default visibility, public versus private. So if it's public, anybody within our district can see that. Private means that you're the only one that can see it. So that's something to consider. And down below here, you can click this Drive button, and you can add files to Google Drive. So for example, if I was to open my Drive right here and choose one of my documents here, so let's say, for example, this Google Doc here, then anybody who's invited to this event will be given access to this doc, and then you determine what kind of permissions they have to view it, edit it, comment on it. And you don't have to send a separate email or go through the process of sharing it with them. This will be part of their calendar invite when they receive it. You can click in here. We have some editing tools here to type in more information about this meeting. Now over here we have guests. Add people's names here, just like you would for an email. The people who you want to invite, and then you can assign them permissions. So if we have these all unchecked, when you check this one, the people who are in this list can modify the event. They can invite others, and they can see the guest list. So if you don't, you can determine which permissions that they have. So I'm going to go ahead and click save, and it's going to then ask me, would you like to send invitation emails to the guests? In this case, yes. And then because I've attached that document, what do I want? What permissions do I want them to have? So if I want them to be able to view, edit, or comment on it, I change that. And once I set that, then I click Save Event. This person will get an email with all the information in this calendar event will then appear on their calendar. So if you have any questions on all of these options here with Google Calendar, please feel free to reach out at any time.